to exact his revenge upon the gods.
The bell doth toll.
The 8 attendants of Saint Pelinal, when he smote down Umaril the Unfeathered. The Unfeathered has come during the breaking
Part
of
5,
gates.
baby.
His golden
Sir, could you please silence yourself for a moment?
Except those of his ancient foe. The White Strake! Cut 8-wise he was. Pelinal the Blamer.
Okay, all right. Let's just...
I wouldn't go in there unless you have a strong stomach. We have orders to leave everything just the way it was until the investigation into the chapel attack is finished.
Okay. Hi. Welcome. Part 5. Oblivion with a Therapist. Glad you're here. Leave a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Follow the links. Do all that fun stuff. Subscribe to the channel or this guy's going to throw you in jail. Coming in hot today, baby. I told you we would. All right. Tell me more about this attack, big dog.
It's baffling. How anyone could have gotten in and out of there without being seen by our patrols is beyond me. Maybe that prophet is right. Some kind of unholy doom visited upon us.
So that prophet might be onto something, huh?
He preaches most of the day across the street from the chapel. I used to think he was crazy, but now he seems to be making some kind of sense. I hope that doesn't mean I'm going crazy now. Take care.
I hope not, too. I'll talk to him.
He left us a warning.
All right, let's go see what our boy has to say, huh?
Among you. Oh my! To what do I owe this honor? I am but a humble prophet. What business do you have with me?
Curious what you know or have seen about that Anvil Chapel attack back there that everybody's freaking out about.
This is only the beginning. Umaril has returned as foretold by Pelinal Whitestrake in his dying breath.
Okay. Who is... I'm not familiar. Who is Umaril?
Umaril the Unfeathered, the sorcerer king of the Aliens, who ruled over this land for long ages before the rise of men. He was cast down by Pelinal Whitestrake, but Umaril's spirit survived, and now he has returned to seek vengeance upon the gods.
And who's Pelinal Whitestrake?
Does no one remember the old tales? Saint Pelinal, the divine crusader of legend, Alicia's companion when she overthrew the rule of the Aliens 3,000 years ago. Pelinal, with the aid of the gods, fought the alien sorcerer King Umaril and slew him. But Umaril's spirit survived, and he has now returned.
Okay. So, who attacked the chapel then?
Do you understand nothing? The blood speaks. I can read the ancient runes if you cannot. As uibala, umarale el nada rakuva. In the alien tongue, by the eternal power of Umaril, the mortal gods shall be cast down. A curse upon Umaril's ancient foes, and a threat.
So how do we stop this Umaril guy then?
Alas, Umaril cannot be stopped.
Oh. Okay, throw our hands up
without
and
the
quit.
aid of the gods, not without the Crusaders' relics. Without a champion, the gods are powerless to act. But who among us is worthy to wield the divine Crusaders' weaponry?
How about me?
You would quest for the holy panoply of Pelinal Whitestrake, the legendary relics that have been sought by mighty warriors throughout the ages? Are you a worthy knight?
Yeah, I am.
then I'm sure you will have no trouble finding the relics on your own. You clearly need no aid from man or god. Why do you come to me for aid, worthy knight?
I come to you because you seem to know a lot more about this than I do. I bring the brawn. You got the brains. So, oh ye preacher, tell me a little bit more about these relics. What do I get myself into?
The weapons and armor of Pelinal Whitestrake, Alicia's comrade, granted to him by the 8 divines. He went alone into the White Gold Tower, challenged the alien sorcerer King Umaril to single combat, and slew him. Alas, Umaril was not truly slain, but only cast beyond the bounds of Nirn. And now he has returned to wreak his vengeance upon the gods, as was prophesied by Pelinal himself with his dying breath. Only a true knight, wielding the holy relics of the divine crusader, has a chance to defeat Umaril. But alas for Tamriel, the crusader's relics have been lost for many an age. Who now can succeed in the quest for the relics, where the greatest knights of legend all failed?
I'll be honest, my eyes are kind of glazing over. The theatrics are not helping with the delivery of the messaging here. I don't necessarily fault him for that. That's my own issue. But, like, it's very hard for me to, like, engage with him with all the eccentricity in this. It's like, okay, tell it to me straight, my guy. But he's a person whose existence has really been built, like, a lot of his social reinforcement has been built off of this, like, gregarious preacherness, and I respect that. And so this is a moment where I have to manage my own bias if I want to enjoy the fruits of what he has to offer. So the reason I'm articulating this is not to judge him, but is more to bring an awareness to the way that my own bias is affecting my ability to engage with this guy. And that's something that I'm responsible for. So I showed up in his space. He didn't show up in mine. He didn't come to my house and start talking to me like this. I showed up in front of him and asked him about this. So in the engagement itself, I am in more of a one-down position, which essentially means I'm responsible for managing my own shit. If I come into this and I'm like, yo, can you, like, chill your tone out, man, because it's not really working for me? That's a bit of a bullshit request. Not that you can't do it. If you're like, hey, is there any way that we can maybe, like, take it down a notch so I can hear what you're saying? You could certainly do that, but I'm not entitled to that right now. So if I keep my bias in check and focus on his words rather than how he's delivering them, which is going to take some intention, I'm going to get more out of this. And this is the type of responsibility we all bring to our interactions, which is why I want to articulate it out loud. Tell me more about this quest for the relics, huh?
Are you a worthy knight?
I believe I told you I was. So we're not gonna do this again.
He is the enemy of all who walk free.
Oh shit, what did I do?
Are you?
Ah, God.
Why do you...
Tell me more about Umaril, please.
He is the enemy of all who walk free on Tamriel today. A survivor of the ancient race of alien slave masters who once ruled Cyrodiil. He was struck down by Pelinal, but by his art, Umaril had bound himself to the realm of his mistress, the Daedra Lord Meridia. So he was not slain, but simply cast adrift upon the waters of Oblivion. Now, he has returned to seek vengeance upon the gods who helped bring about his downfall so many ages ago.
Interesting. Can you tell me more about the 8 and 1?
Once there were 8 divines. Then Tiber Septim became Talos. And the 8 became 9. I followed the old way of honoring the 8 while also giving due to Talos, the one who ascended.
Cool. Well, thanks for the info, man. I'll go find those relics.
Think on this. What happened here is only the beginning.
Okay. You get all that, Brother Martin? Go find an inn to sleep at. We'll do this in the morning. I know what you're thinking. Who could sleep at a time like this? I can. Door to the Fighters Guild. It's a cool little town here. Mages Guild. Not interested. Is this the inn? Morvain's Peacemakers.
Hi there.
What's up, Vero? Talk to you later. Somebody direct me to the inn, please. You.
Is there a problem?
No, sir. Just looking for a place to sleep.
Goodbye.
You don't know where that is. All right. Count arms. This.
Hi.
Hi. Good to see you. All right, let's see what this place is. The Count's Arms. Hello, Wilbur.
I'm Wilbur, owner and proprietor of the Count's Arms. We make beds and food available to guests. Can I help you?
You can. I'd like a bed, please.
There's a wonderful room available. It's the best I have, and you can use it for the night for a mere 25 gold. Interested?
That is so expensive, but okay.
Excellent. It's up the stairs there, and then directly across the hallway. Center room, wonderful view of the city. Sleep well.
All right. Will do, my guy. Can you tell me a little bit more about Anvil?
Buildings here look different. Why? This is the Gold Coast style. Like in Hammerfell. Eastern towns look gray and dull to me.
Okay. Cool.
Goodbye.
Thanks for the bed, my guy. Come on, brother. You sleep with me, Brother Martin? You snuggle up next to me? Keep me warm? Center room? Hey, he said it promised a view of the city. I don't see no view of the city. Oh, I can eat the leek. And the grapes. And the potato. Oh, nice. Alright. Sleepy time. A nice 10 hours in. Level up a little bit. Yeah.
Take this. It's from a friend.
Boys, why'd you let her into my room? Mysterious note. Oh. I can offer you greater rewards and less time in prison. If you are interested, come to the Garden of Daraloth in the Imperial City's waterfront district at midnight. Present this note and all shall be made clear. The Gray Fox.
I don't have time to talk.
You have time to pop into my room?
Hey, I don't read them. I just deliver them.
Alright.
I have things to do.
Yeah, me too. Alright. I'm nowhere near the Imperial City, so... What's up, man? Didier Amelie? Guide to Anvil. Alessia Otis, Guide to Anvil. Sweet Debella, Lady of Love, bless us and our children. My name is Alessia Otis, and I'd like to tell you about Anvil. The seat of Anvil County is by the sea, and at first glance is very pretty, but when you examine it closely, turns out to be quite unpleasant. The water views are charming, but on the docks and in the harbor district outside of town, you will find many sailors and tramps and dirty persons of little worth. Castle Anvil is clean and well ordered, and within the town walls, some houses are bright and cheerful, but others are derelict, abandoned, shabby, and neglected, with plaster fallen in patches from the stonework, and lunatics and drunkards may be encountered everywhere. Castle Anvil. The ruler of Anvil is Countess Milona Umbranox. Her husband, Corvus Umbranox, disappeared many years ago, and most persons would agree that her ladyship is better off without him, for he was a light and frivolous person and given to loose and righteous behavior, likely to promote scandal. The Countess herself is a righteous and godly woman, and an excellent ruler, well loved by the people. If only she could compel her town guard to drive the seamen, lowlifes, loafers, and thieves from Anvil's streets, Anvil might be a more tolerable place to live. Districts of Anvil. Consider the 5 districts of Anvil. Castle Anvil lies outside the town walls, south of town, overlooking the harbor, and is reached by gate from Chapelgate. Within the town walls are 3 districts, Chapelgate in the east, Westgate in the west, oh, go figure, and Guildgate between Chapelgate and Westgate. Harborside lies outside the town walls, south of town, and is reached by gate from Westgate district. Chapelgate. A more beautiful chapel may not be seen in all Cyrodiil. A quiet garden for meditation with a fine statue of Tibella lies between the chapel and the town hall, and across from the chapel is a lovely garden and covered arcade where the worshippers are protected from the elements. Regrettably, the people of Anvil seem little inclined to appreciate these advantages and are seldom seen worshipping in the chapel. Whether this is the fault of the primate, who is a vain and shallow woman, or the countess, who does little to encourage regular chapel worship by her example, I am unable to judge. Guildgate. The most prosperous part of Anvil is entered by Guildgate, or Main Gate, or North Gate. Here, side by side, may be seen the handsomest and ugliest of Anvil buildings. The guilds are kept clean and in good repair, and both Mages Guild and Fighters Guild are unusually ambitious and industrious by Cyrodiil's common standard. The head of Mages Guild, Cyrodiil, is a scholar of good reputation and an outspoken enemy of necromancy, summoning, and the dark arts. The Fighters Guild here is well staffed and active and shows no sign of the fecklessness and poor morale of chapters elsewhere in Cyrodiil. However, next to the Mages Guild is a ruin, long boarded up and abandoned, and an prominent eyesore. Westgate. This is the residential district of Anvil. The houses here are shabby and ill-kept. People are untidy and dull, with the exception of Anvil's famous citizen, the Argonian authoress Quillweave, who produces wretched books celebrating the misadventures and schemes of the lower and criminal classes. This person does her race no favor by confirming the prejudices of many who consider Argonians to be an ungodly, dishonest, and worthless, and little better than beasts. Harborside. The docks are rotten and in ill repair, and all manner of smells issue forth from the holds of ships and ramshackled warehouses. Shiftless persons gather here to bask in the sun, gossip, chatter, and plot how to beg or steal gold for wine and ale. Here a good woman named Mirabelle Monet runs a house for homeless sailors, but I'm sorry to say her mistaken tender-heartedness and charity only encourages malingering and drunkenness. Instead, she should urge these wicked and idle men to improve themselves through industry and the teachings of the Nine. There is, however, a very appealing lighthouse south of the harbor from which one may contemplate a distant and less disagreeable view of Anvil's castle, town, and its harbor setting. May the Nine guard and guide you. There we go, a little info about the place that we're occupying. Alright, one more. Beggar Prince. We look upon the beggars of the Empire. These lost souls are the poor and wretched of the land. Every city has its beggars. Most are so poor that they have only their clothes on their backs. They eat the scraps the rest of us throw out. We toss them a coin so that we don't have to think too long about their plight. Imagine... Boy, if you're not kidding about that. Imagine my surprise when I heard the tale of the Beggar Prince. I could not imagine what a prince of beggars would be. Here's the tale I heard. It takes place at the First Age, when gods walked like men, and Daedra stalking the wilderness with impunity. It's a time before they were all confined to Oblivion. There once was a man named Weedle, or maybe it was a woman. The story goes to great lengths to avoid declaring Weedle's gender. Weedle was the 13th child of a king in Valenwood. As such, Weedle was in no position to take the throne or even inherit much property or wealth. Weedle had left the palace to find independent fortune and glory. After many days of endless forest roads and tiny villages, Weedle came upon a three men surrounding a beggar. The beggar was swaddled in rags from head to toe. No portion of the vagabond's body was visible. The men were intent on slaying the beggar. With a cry of rage and indignation, Weedle charged the men with a sword drawn. Being simple townsfolk, armed only with pitchforks and scythes, they immediately fled from the armored figure with the shining sword. "Many thanks for saving me," wheezed the beggar from beneath the heap of foul rags. Weedle could barely stand the stench. "What is your name, wretch?" Weedle asked. "I am Namira." Unlike the townsfolk, Weedle was well learned. That name meant nothing to them, but to Weedle it was an opportunity. "You are a Daedric lord," Weedle exclaimed. "Why did you allow those men to harass you? You could have slain them all with a whisper." "I am pleased you recognized me," Namira rasped. "I am frequently reviled by townsfolk. It pleases me to be recognized for my attribute, if not for my name." Weedle knew that Namira was the Daedric lord of all things gross and repulsive. Diseases such as leprosy and gangrene were her domain. Where others might have seen danger, Weedle saw opportunity. "Oh, great Namira, let me apprentice myself to you. I ask only that you grant me powers to make my fortune and forge a name for myself that will live through the ages." "Nay, I make my way alone in the world. I have no need for an apprentice." Namira shambled off down the road. Weedle would not be put off. With a bound, Weedle was at Namira's heel, pressing the case for an apprenticeship. For 33 days and nights, Weedle kept up the debate. Namira said nothing, but Weedle's voice was ceaseless. Finally, on the 33rd day, Weedle was too hoarse to talk. Namira looked back on the suddenly silent figure. Weedle knelt in the mud at her feet, open hands raised in supplication. "I would scream you have completed your apprenticeship to me after all," Namira declared. "I shall grant your request." Weedle was overjoyed. "I grant you the power of disease. You may choose to be affected with any disease you choose, changing them at will, so long as it has visible symptoms. However, you must always bear at least one. I grant you the power of pity. You may evoke pity in anyone that sees you. Finally, I grant you the power of disregard. You may cause others to disregard your presence." Weedle was aghast. They were not boons from which a fortune could be made. They were curses, each awful in its own right, but together, they were unthinkable. "How am I to make my fortune and forge a name for myself with these terrible gifts?" "As you begged at my feet for 33 days and 33 nights, so shall you now beg for your fortune in the cities of men. Your name will become legendary among the beggars of Tamriel. The story of Weedle, Prince of Beggars, shall be handed down throughout the generations." It was as Namira predicted. Weedle was an irresistible beggar. None could see the wretch without desperately wanting to toss a coin at the huddled form. However, Weedle also discovered that the power of disregard gave great access to the secrets of the realms. People unknowingly said important things where Weedle could hear them. Weedle grew to know the comings and goings of every citizen in the city. To this day, it is said that if you really want to know something, go ask the beggars. They have eyes and ears throughout the cities. They know all the little secrets of the daily lives of the citizens. So much good stuff. Oh, a little paper here. Black Horse Courier. Quillweave plans new Doomstone cycle. Doomstone's not magical, says noted Argonian writer. The author of The Goblin with the Golden Arm and Red Crater plans a new series of historical works set in the early days of the Riemann Emperors. The stories will center around... I hate when people say center around, it should be center on. The stories will center on the sorcerers and battle mages that play such a prominent part of the legends of the Riemann Emperor's rapid rise to power in the closing years of the Second Era. Plans to call the series The Path of the Doomstones. The Argonian authoress declined to reveal any details of the characters and themes of these books. However, Quillweave clearly has quite ambitious plans for this series, since she plans titles to correspond with each of Cyrodiil's 21 Doomstones. These ancient monuments are scattered throughout Cyrodiil, and each is known in legend by its own name. I always carefully research my subjects, Quillweave says, and I find no evidence at all to support the popular notion that these runestones were once artifacts of great magical power. She noted that the 13 of these stones are associated with the common birth signs by which people have always marked the aspects of the heavens when children are born. Such stones are as the Mage Stone and the Serpent Stone were certainly associated with the primitive sky worships of the beast folk of the Mythic era. Other stones, like the Aetherius' Stone and the Magnus' Stone, were also doubtless associated with other long-forgotten cults. The courier asked Quillweave why she might choose to abandon the popular tales of thieves, outlaws, murderers, and lowlifes that have made her so famous in Cyrodiil and throughout the Empire. She explained that she has long sought material with more mature and epic themes to celebrate the noble virtues of Cyrodiil and the Empire. She assured the courier that she will fill the Doomstone series with the lusty and colorful characters we've come to know and love. But this time, Quillweave says, my characters will uproot trees, devastate cities, and summon rains of boiling blood before slipping away to explore the private and intimate mysteries of the heart. Cool.
Hello, good sir.
All right, let's go see what's going on in the chapel. Now that we know a little bit more about Anvil. What a cool town. That, the fog. God, this remaster is so good looking.
Greetings, Imperial. I swear that when I passed by Benirus Manor last night, I heard someone scream from inside. Velo and Benirus will never sell that death trap. See you. Farewell. Greetings.
Wilhelm the Worm.
They call me Wilhelm the Worm, because dirt suits me fine. Town lets me live in the warehouse to keep out the rats.
Cool. You know anything about the Anvil Chapel attack?
I'd like to get my hands on the cowards that did that. I'm even thinking of joining the Prophet's Holy Crusade.
What about the Prophet?
Sure, the guy down by the chapel. He's the one calling for some holy knight to return. Maybe we could use a few more holy knights these days.
Haha, kind of like me. Hey, what do you know about that Velwyn Benirus guy?
That layabout? You can find him wasting time at the Count's Arms.
Good to know. Alright, thanks,
You
man.
too.
Got a new quest out of that? I've overheard a rumor that Velwyn Benirus wants to sell a manor here in Anvil and that he's selling it cheap. I should go to find him and see what he has to offer. Yeah, but how cheap is cheap? Well, you know what? Why not? Why not? If I can have my own little house here, that'd be kind of neato. Be a cool enough town. It's free real estate.
How do you do? Hello, good sir.
Hi.
You wouldn't happen to be in the market for a home, would you? If you are, I just happen to be selling a manor located right here in Anvil.
Is that right? Tell me a little bit about it. I'm an inquiring mind.
Yes, I'm selling my grandfather's house, Benirus Manor. If you're interested, I could let you have it for a modest sum. I have to sell it soon, as I have pressing matters elsewhere. You're welcome to take a look at it. It's located across the street from the chapel. Once you buy, you get the key to the front door and the deed of ownership. That's the deal. Would you like to buy it now?
5,000 gold? Not right now.
Well, I'll be here every day from noon until midnight. Let me know if you change your mind.
Yeah, I can't afford it. We millennial orcs really caught the short end of the stick on that.
Orc.
Your boomer Argonian father drove up the price of real estate to a point that we've all been squeezed out. Not a fan of it. All these damn people coming over from Skyrim sold their houses for 5 times what it was worth because they saw it as an investment rather than a necessity. Came over here, they gobble it all up.
Greetings, Orc.
Half of these are Airbnbs. It's just a freaking mess right now in Cyrodiil. Hate to see it. Emus, what's up?
I'm saving up enough for some medicine.
How about I help you out with that, man?
Thank you, kind sir.
Of course. You see anything about that anvil attack?
It's unbelievable. Right in the center of the city. Nobody saw anything. Makes you wonder about the competence of the guard, if you ask me.
Certainly a perspective.
Blessings of Stendar upon ye.
Okay. This is a cool town. Alright, so I can't afford that, so we're not going to deal with that. Alright. So. Anvil Castle Gate. Oh, we're going to the, I mean, it is a cool chapel. Gotta say. Very neat.
Cyrodiil.
Wait.
Oh, unhappy Tamriel. So, another one who has come. Are you? Then I'm sure you will have. Why?
Wait, do I
Are
have
you-
to tell you that I'm the hero of Kvatch?
Well then, hail, hero of Kvatch. Let me add one more voice to the never-ending chorus of praise. I'm sure one of your many devotees will be able to guide you on your way to find the Crusaders' relics.
Oh, alright.
Think on this.
Well,
I am...
alright, fine.
Are you?
No, I'm not worthy.
Let the gods be the judge of that. I cannot see into men's heart. I see only their words and deeds.
How do I find the relics?
The gods grant insight to those they deem worthy. Why and how they act is not predictable. What I can tell you is that, traditionally, knights who wish to quest for the relics would walk the pilgrim's way, travel to the way shrines of the 9 divines, pray to each of the gods in turn, and ask their favor upon your quest. If the gods deem you worthy, you will be granted a sign. Go forth with the 9's blessings.
Alright. A little bit more about that pilgrimage, huh?
For those who would repent their past deeds, walking the pilgrim's way is a traditional way to cleanse yourself before the gods. Follow the map I gave you. Visit the way shrines of the 9. Pray. And wait for a sign.
Okay.
May the 8 and 1 guide your steps.
I'm going in here. I want to see what happened in here. Door to the chapel. Is it all just going to be like dead bodies and craziness? Whoa, buddy. Don't mind if I loot the place. Oh, boy. He's got a rake. See? Look, I'm saving up for a house, alright? I need all the help I can get. There's ghosts down here. Spooky stuff. Spooky stuff going on. And I don't think I have the kind of weapon that can hurt this ghost.
Take that!
Yeah!
Yeah. Sanctified dead. Oh no. Oh jeez.
Talos bless me. Talos.
Thanks, Brother Martin.
A little closer. Wrong move.
Yeah!
A little closer.
Yeah!
Stand ready.
Hey, lockpick. Alright, boys. This is a spooky little dungeon here. If the skeletons have lockpicks, we're gonna hang out for a little bit. Song of Pelinal V2. Volume 2, On His Coming. Oh. Editor's note, volumes 1 to 6 are taken from the so-called Riemann manuscript located in the Imperial Library. It's a transcription of older fragments collected by an unknown scholar of the early Second Era. Beyond this, little is known of the original sources of these fragments, some of which appear to be from the same period, perhaps even the same manuscript. But as no scholarly consensus yet exists on dating these 6 fragments, no opinions will be offered here. And then, Perif spoke to the handmaiden again, eyes to the heavens which had not known kindness since the beginning of elven rule, and she spoke as a mortal, whose kindle is beloved by the gods for its strength and weakness, a humility that can burn with metaphor and yet break, easily and always, always doomed to end in death. And this is why those who let their souls burn anyway are beloved of the dragon and his kin. And she said, "And this thing I've thought of, I have named it, and I call it freedom, which I think is just another word for Shezarr, who goes missing. You made the first rain at his sundering, and that is what I ask now for our alien masters, that we might sunder them fully, and repay their cruelty by dispersing them to drown in the Topol. Morius, your son, mighty and snorting, gore-horned, winged, and next he flies down, let him bring us anger." And then Kine granted Perif another symbol, a diamond-soaked red and blood of the elves, whose facets could unsector and form into a man whose every angle could cut her jailers a name. Elin El, which is the star-made knight. He was arrayed in armor for the future time. And he walked into the jungles of Cyrodiil, already killing. Morahouse stamping at his side, froth bloody and bellowing from excitement because the Pelinal was come. And Pelinal came to Perif's camp of rebels, holding a sword and mace, both encrusted with the smashed viscera of elven faces, feathers, and magic beads, which were the markings of the Eiludun, stuck to the redness that hung from his weapons, and he lifted them, saying, These were their eastern chieftains, no longer full of their talking." Alright. I don't quite know what I read there, but... Oh, where's the beef? Give me that. Give me that beef. Give me that venison. Give me that cheese wedge. I want it all to go to waste. Shezarr and the Divines. I like how short these are. By Faustilius Junius, Sub-Curator of Ancient Theology and Paleonumerology, Imperial Library. Position Shezarr enjoys in Cyrodiilic worship, if often misconstrued. He and 1,000 other deities have sizable cults in the Imperial City. Shezarr is especially venerated in the Colovian West, though he is called Shor there, as the West Kings are resolutely and religiously Nordic. The haziness of Shezarr's relationship to the Divines, he's often called their missing sibling, begins with Saint Alessia, the so-called slave queen of Cyrodiil, the founder figure of the original Cyrodiilic Empire. In the earliest Euro-Nordic stories of the Heartland, Shezarr fought against the Aelids, the Heartland High Elves, on mankind's behalf. Then, for some unknown reason, he vanishes from the stage, presumably to help other humans elsewhere, and without his leadership, the Aelids conquer the humans and enslave them. This slavery lasts for generations. The isolated humans eventually begin to venerate the pantheon of their masters, or at least assimilate so much of High Elven religious practices into their native traditions that the two become indistinguishable. In IE 242, under the leadership of Alessia, her demigod lover, Morahouse Breath of Kine, and the infamous Pelinal Whitestrake, the Cyrodiilic humans revolt. When Skyrim lends its armies to the slave queen of the south, the revolution succeeds. Aeliad hegemonies are quickly overthrown. Shortly thereafter, White Gold Tower is captured by Alessia's forces, and she promptly declares herself the first Empress of Cyrodiil. Part of the package meant that she had to become the High Priestess of Akatosh as well. Akatosh was an Aldmeri god, and Alessia's subjects were as yet unwilling to renounce their worship of the Elven pantheon. She found herself in a very sensitive political situation. She needed to keep the Nords as her allies, but they were, at the time, fiercely opposed to any adoration of Elven deities. On the other hand, she could not force her subjects to revert back to the Nordic pantheon for fear of another revolution. Therefore, concessions were made, and Empress Alessia instituted a new religion, 8 divines, an elegant, well-researched synthesis of both pantheons, Nordic and Aldmeri. Shezarr, as a result, had to change. He could no longer be the bloodthirsty anti-Aldmer warlord of old. He could not disappear altogether either, or the Nords would have withdrawn their support of her rule. In the end, he had become the spirit behind all human undertaking. Even though this was merely a thinly disguised, watered-down version of Shore, it was good enough for the Nords. As for why the Tiber Septim has not attempted to revitalize Shezarr during his wars against the Aldmeri Dominion, we can only speculate that at the time, memories of the Alessian Order's follies, the Dragon's Break, the War of Righteousness, the defeat at Gilnumbria Moors, would only damage his campaign for the Imperial crown. I know I say this every time, it's unreal to me how much work went into all of these books and stuff in these spaces. Just awesome. Couple beds down here. Sweet roll, I'll take that. No strawberries, I ain't messing with that. Song of Pelinal. Oh, volume 1. Interesting. I'm gonna take it. I'm doing a lot of reading. I want to do some other stuff. So. The Argonian Account, book 2. Ooh, we got a nice lengthy one. That's good. Grab me. Oh, baby. Oh, we got pictures? Yes. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. Oh, baby. Oh, here we go. 8, 5, 6. Beauty. Amulet of Kings. Whoa, what is this? 2920 Frostfall V10. 22 pages. Oh. Guide to Coral, man. Excellent stuff. Brothers, we read. Trials of St. Alessia. We're now over encumbered. I've got too many books. Oh. Alright, which means I should probably get rid of some of the stuff that I... Well, what is encumbering, actually? Still my steel curious. Oh, I guess I don't need 2 rusty iron bows. Well, we have come away many tomes of entertainment. I'm excited about. Alright, so terrible, terrible things happen here. We're gonna go check that out. Alright, so I gotta go to these, like, okay, so I gotta go to these, like, random ass shrine things, right? He gave me a map of Pilgrim's Way to help me locate the shrines. There we go. If you wish to repent of your sins and rededicate your life to the gods, pray at the way shrines of the Nine. May the Nine hear your prayers and look upon you with tender, loving kindness. Okay, so Arkay is going to be closest. Seems. That actually go to my map now.
How would you like to get my husband Gogan out of hot water?
Well, what did he do?
Believe me, he'll need all the help he can get to worm his way out of this one. To think he'd fall for the gang's scheme. Oh, I could kill him. I'm sorry. I'm rambling, and you look confused. Let me explain.
Please do.
The women in the gang use their wiles to lure men out to some remote location and rob them blind. It's been going on for some time now. The city guard hasn't done very much about it, because frankly, the men who are robbed are so embarrassed, they don't want to report it. Take, for example, that good-for-nothing husband of mine, Gogan. He cared more about their charms than my own.
Hate to hear it. So what's the deal with this gang? Like, what do you know about him?
When Gogan was, with the women, they took something quite valuable from him. No, it's not what you're thinking. He was carrying a precious family heirloom with him when he was lured out to their lair. It was a small ring given to him on our wedding day. The ring belonged to my mother and has been in the family for generations. I'm willing to give you all the money I have to get it back. 100 gold. Can you help us?
Yeah, why not?
Thank you. I'm afraid I can't offer you much help, but I'll do what I can.
All right. Any good rumors going around?
Good news from Kavach for a change. The last of the Daedra have been driven out.
Yeah, that was me. That kind of cool.
I hope the reward will suit the risk. It's all I have.
Ow. Hey, buddy. Gotta use my keyboard. Classic. Lure the men out, steal their shit. Lure to Morvaine's Peacemaker.
Val Morvaine. Been making weapons and arms here in Anvil for 30 years. People say I do good work, and I don't aim to argue with them.
Cool. Let's do some bartering.
Look around. You won't find better prices than old Tamriel.
I got some shit to sell. He's got 1,200 gold on him. So let's go ahead and sell that.
You drive a hard bargain.
Yeah? Is that right? I just kind of
You
show
drive
up
a hard bargain.
Take that inkwell. Take that lesser soul gem. Take these pretty pearls. Good.
You've made a good bit of gold.
Clean you out.
You've made a good bit of gold. That's a fair deal.
Oh yeah, we killing it right now. This is great. Fire greaves are worth $219. Yeah, I'll part
That
with them.
seems a fair price.
Absolutely, it does. My guy, thank you very much for your business. This is excellent. Yeah, boots of the eel.
You got a great deal there.
Oh, good. Good. All right, what do you got? You got anything good? Silver battle axe? Hell yeah, silver claymore. Or the Truncheon of Submission. What a name that is. Look at that. That's worth more than the house. Holy shit. Steel helmet, steel shield. That's cool. Is it better than my current shield? Legion shield. Protection of 8. But he's 14. Same basically. All right, buddy boy.
I appreciate your business.
Absolutely. Hey, let's do a little
If I
repairing,
can't fix it, it ain't broke.
Let's repair all. Beautiful. Thank you, sir.
Farewell.
All right, I'm flush with cash now. I think. Can't see because my cat's in the way. I got 2,300 bucks. All right, we're doing good. He won't buy my books, but that's okay. Kind of cool stuff we got in here, huh? Gray Fox Unmasked. Vlarnis Kvanchal recently admitted to being the notorious thief, the Grey Fox. Under questioning by the Imperial Watch, he also confessed to being the reincarnation of Tiber Septim, the love child of Lord Standar, a Werstark, and the mother, Hieronymus Lex. Only after he spent the night in the Imperial prisons was it discovered that Vlarnis had recently consumed a near-lethal dose of skooma. Vlarnis is now back home and recuperating from the hospitality of the Imperial Watch and from the close attention he received during his interrogation. He speculates that he might be able to work again in a month or two, so long as it doesn't involve walking or lifting anything heavier than a beer mug. The sometimes dock worker has sworn a solemn oath never to trifle with skooma again, and earnestly warns everyone to stay away from the Orem gang. Oh, shit. I wonder if he's the...
Greetings.
I wonder if he's the one that sent me the letter.
Enelroth, Morvain's apprentice. Take care.
Not interested in you. Silver Claymore. We got some decent stuff in here. We're leaving. We're leaving. Guy's getting all puffed up on the skooma. Wooden door to the abandoned house. What is skooma, like the ayahuasca of Cyrodiil? Is that what we're dealing with here?
How goes it?
It's all right, man. Oh, hey, you live here.
Go ahead, please. You too.
I'm good, man. Nice to see you. Myth or Menace?
What is it now?
What's going on with you?
I heard people saying they ran into goblins.
All right, so we got the shrine. So let's go see what's going on with this.
Goblins around.
Spoken to Melonia, a Red Guard commoner who lives in Anvil. It seems that a gang of female thieves has been up resident somewhere nearby. They're luring men out of their farmhouse by seducing them, and then in actuality robbing them of all their goods when they arrive. The men are so embarrassed about this, they won't report it to authorities. On further questioning, I've discovered that her husband Gogan was carrying a family heirloom when the all-female gang robbed him. She's desperate to get the ring back and is offering 100 gold for its return. And so this is...
Here not long ago. I can't...
Horrid beasts. I hate
Wait a minute, do I not have...
Farewell.
Alright, I activated the quest. Why is it not showing up? Oh. Oh, residents somewhere nearby. Oh, so it's not going to specify it. That's okay. We'll see if we can find it. Take a little gander around here, huh? Plus, there's a shrine like up here, anyway. So go that way. So that we can do a little bit of this pilgrimage. Should probably put my better clothes in. I'm gonna be going into the Boy, we are already an hour into this, huh? This game's a time suck. Great. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you taking the time to watch. As I just, wander around and read stuff and talk to people. Roll up on Crowhaven. Hey, stop that. Stupid weapon. Go, Steel War Axe. God damn it. Leave my horse alone. Oh, dude, my horse is like attacking. Been feeling under the weather? No, I just did a lot of talking the last couple days and it's got my throat irritated. And I'm reading all these books. Guessing this is not the thieves' hideout. Crowhaven. All right, boys. See what we got down here, huh? Wolves just chilling in here. Timberwolves. Whoa! Go back to Minnesota.
Wrong.
You have lumps and bruises from long practice sessions with all kinds of maces and axes. You're now a journeyman with blunt weapons. Your power attacks temporarily grant you shield. Oh.
The training of thousands has passed through me.
I do like the skill progression in this. It's lovely. Alright. Heal the place.
Parry and strike. Parry and strike. As a blade, my place is at Martin's side.
Yeah.
We should get moving. I won't rest easy until Martin is safe at Cloud Ruler Temple.
Oh, God. I mean, at this point, I might take him there just so that I can get you guys away from me, although you guys have been helpful with combat. Arrow is broken. Damn, these guys are doing a number on me. They just got it all repaired, too. Old wooden door needs a key, of course. If I was that key, where would I be hiding? Probably down. Crowhaven Burial Hall. What's up? What we got down here? This guy just menacingly standing here. What are you? Vampire? Oh no! No! Oh no! 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 Oh man, I don't want to deal with vampires. Oh no! Oh, vampires is too. Oh god! All right. All right. And I only got blunt weapon. I mean, I have arrows. I'm gonna use my meat shields in Martin and Joffrey. They're gonna tank these vampires for me. Right, boys? Yes. I drink a potion. Wait, whoa, no. Get him, boys. Get him, boys.
Take that!
Yeah. Okay, good. Oh, vampire dust is worth pretty significant coin.
A little closer!
Stand ready.
Oh. Interesting. Okay, so come down here, kill that guy. Chest, no key. Need a key. Where's the key? You dick. See, to me, in a video game, there would be nothing worse than being a vampire, because I don't like playing at night. So I just like, if I have to go walk around at night, no thanks. Okay. There's obviously another part of this cave I haven't gone through. So I don't think that the key would not be in here. There's the main. How do I get up there? How does anyone get up there to light that? God damn it. I want to open that door, but I don't want to spend a half hour. Finding the goddamn key. It really felt like I have explored. Unless it's like laying on the ground nearby. Would be kind of crazy. Needs a key. Cannot be picked. Joffrey. Any idea where this key might be, bud? You seen it laying around? Gotta be in here. Has to be. Gang searches for a key. Iron short sword. Wait, okay. So if you could drop your short sword like that, that's actually pretty good. Not in that chest. Not on the skellies. Not on that wolf. What if I had to, like, put the vampire's clothes on? Like, oh, look what you found in the pocket. Alright, what am I missing? All right. I'm not convinced. Well, I don't know. Probably is in here, and I just don't know where to look for it. Sure, what's behind that door is stupid anyway. Ugh. All right. Thank you, Victoria. It was not meant to be. That Lord Mick the Therapist found a key to the random wooden door. It's a dumb door. That's the only logical conclusions you can draw here. Is that if a door doesn't open, it ain't worth opening. I'm pretty sure that's like an ancient Indiana proverb. All right, let's look at our little map here. All right, Arkay. So Arkay it's like roughly like up here, it would seem, or like maybe it's over here. Ish. So there's some sort of camp over here. What's going on over there? Alright. First, alright, we got this camp. See if there's anything here. Oops. Sleep again. Get a little daytime going. Nighttime's scary. I prefer to sleep in bedrolls out in the middle of nowhere. Alright. My marker is this way. Come, gentlemen. Okay, there's a little village here. Let's see what's up. Let's see what's going on over here. Is this the... Actually, this might be the place where that guy had the farm. No. This is a new place. Maybe. Lord Drad's estate.
Whoa! Ah!
Whoa!
Oh.
Right. Door to slave quarters. Yeesh. Oh, I can just steal from slaves, no problem. Yeah, who cares about them? Go into a noble's house. Don't touch anything. You go into a slave's quarters, take whatever you want, man. No big deal. No big deal. This is a guaranteed haunted house, right? This is like something straight out of a haunted house movie. Wooden door to... Wait, okay. I'm not allowed to go in there. Wait a second.
Talos, bless me. Take that!
Whoa! Whoa! Who are you?
Fire!
Conjurer. Choking grasp tome. Where'd he come from, guys? Perhaps you wanted the tomato plants. They're in season and ripening nicely. Perhaps the corn stalks. Another slave quarters. Dude has quite a few slaves. Nothing remarkable in here. So this is not the place where the women are kidnapping guys and robbing them. Say we can leave. We'll go to the east. Come, Joffrey. Weak mind. Okay. Is there a shrine over here? Dude, I gotta find a shrine, man. I keep... There's so much shit to stop at. It is outrageous. Here we go. There we go. Way Shrine of Arkay. Continue your penance to earn the gods' forgiveness. I have prayed at the Way Shrine of Arkay. Okay. And then he said, look for a sign. Or is it that I must pray? I've prayed at the shrine, Way Shrine of Arkay. Once I have visited a Way Shrine for each of the 9 divines, I may receive a vision if I am judged a worthy knight. Oh, so I gotta do all of them. Well, damn. Alright, let's see how bleak this mine is. Needs a key. Need a key to the bleak mine. Need a bleak key to the bleak mine. Alright. Well, shit. Where's waiting on Priory then? That's a long ride. There's a lot of shit on the way. Are there any more shrines on them? Ara seemed to be on the way there, and then Talos. Zenithar, okay. Oh. Lordy. Roughly there. So we'll make our way to the east, drop off old Joffrey, and we'll grab some pilgrimage sites along the way. Man, I really thought that we'd get a more meaty quest line here, rather than go to these 9 shrines and pray. Alright, though. I got a horse now, so it's a little bit better. And a beautiful soundtrack in the background. The scope of this game is legitimately incredible, especially if I think about it being like 19 years old. Like, would have just sunk unbelievable, ungodly amount of hours into this. Which many people have. It's cool to experience it for the first time like this. What's going on over here? Leave this horse alone. You alright, man? sure I went in there already. I did. But I love that they run after me. Oh my goodness. Hey, look, another Oblivion gate. That's fun. I don't really care to close that right now. Why do you think it never hooked you back then? But Skyrim did? Skyrim didn't hook me when it first came out. It took a little bit on that. I just... I guess I had other shit to play. I don't know. It wasn't my vibe back in 2006 or whatever it was. Wow, there are Oblivion portals everywhere. Holy crap. Oh yeah, okay, I remember this place. Trekking over areas we've already been. That's okay. Although I think we're gonna have some new spaces when I go this way. Oh yeah. We got here. Big old ruins. What's up, buddy boy? Whoa! Bitterfish Goblin Skirmisher.
Yeah!
Golem looking dude. Miskaran. Hey. Slaughterfish. What a name. Elf Cup. Hey, some lockpicks. That's ideal. Oh. Explore we shall. The hell?
A little closer.
Do the lunge on this thing. It's really hard to
Parry and strike.
Yeah!
The training of thousands has passed through me.
I'm gonna be the most powerful dude ever by the time I actually get to the main quest.
Yeah!
That's something they like. Hey, if I get lockpicks, I'm down, man.
Not on this day.
Gate is open remotely. Those zombies.
Yeah. Take that!
Jump down we shall then. It's like the eternal battle of the skeletons and the goblins. You're building, but he's got a hell of a shield. Look at that. Silver mace. Probably too heavy for me. I can't. Yep, I figured as much. However, that is better than my steel war axe, so we're gonna drop that. And this, I guess, comes down to which one I like better, so I'm just gonna keep the one that I currently have. But this mace is gonna be very nice while I fight these guys. Oh yeah. So, dude, you didn't want a piece of this?
Not on this day.
What's up there? Seems like something important's up there. We'll go this way. Oh boy, I got 6 lockpicks. No. Nope. Disappointing. Open. I just pushed. Go to the other side. See what the other side's got. Cat is like passed out and he's twitching. So adorable. Oh, that's the only way to get up. Okay. I wonder if it opened that gate back there. Probably did. Back up here. Back to the right. Yes. Good. All right.
closer!
Picks. Good. Good. Barla stone cage. The cage is raised remotely. I wonder if it's by pushing that button over there. Hey. Ah. Can't activate that iron gate. This way. You time to come down on my lap? Yes, it is. Okay. 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 I know you so well. You got that look on your face. Okay, this ended up being a really big dungeon. Let them fight it out for a minute. I wonder what their beef is. Why do you guys hate each other? You just pretty much hate everybody, so you... Okay. Man, it's just so easy to turn around. Oh. What's up, boys? Alright. So which gate would that have opened? What do you think, kitty man? Perhaps this one. Yes. Alright, good. Keep moving. This is also I can get a super valuable stone. Take it. Means I can buy a house. Plus I'm getting my blunt objects skill up. Armor skill. Good things are happening. Jeez. Okay. And over here, that's not a door. Nothing over here. That's a dead end. Oh wait, my ear. Relics increase, you know. Good stuff. There we go. Here we go. Almighty green rock. Just touch it. It's fine. Don't even think about it too much. Great Welkin stone.
Talos, bless me.
Uh-oh. We've awoken the hive. So, Prison of Elders. Oh shit. Alright, so wait, that's the gate that I had What's going on here? That stone's not even worth anything. Oh shit. Oh god. Hey, Brother Martin, Joffrey. King of Miskaran. Miskaran Key. Whoa. Kind of like how I'm afraid of vampires because I'm worried that their bite's going to turn me into a vampire. I'm like not afraid of zombies when theoretically if they bite me I turn into a zombie. Stone door to Miskaran. Oh. Oh. Oh, look at that. We've come full circle. All right. Oh, hey, horse. All right, well, that was a neat little adventure, and at least it had, like, a boss at the end. Where's my horse at, though? Oh, horsey. There you are. You gotta, like, actually remember where you parked your car in this game. Alright, thanks, Miss Corrand. You were a neat little side foray. Now I shall pray at this shrine. Way shrine of Talos. Alright. Good. I wish I could set like an auto target and then read while I am on my way. All right. Another Oblivion portal. Goodness gracious. So many Oblivion portals, kitty man. I bet you could close them. Yeah, I bet you could close them. They're good. Wow, they are everywhere. Wonder if these all go to the same place, or... I mean, I know they all go to Oblivion. Fire and brimstone. Oh my goodness. Oh shit. I just keep moving? Am I good? Or am I like... This is gonna be... Uh-oh. Come on, horse. Come on, you can do it. No, we're good. All right. Just keep moving. Just keep moving. There ain't a quest marker on it. It ain't important. We got here. There's so many of these places, dude. This is crazy. Keep moving. Horse was supremely unbothered. Yeah, my horse doesn't mess around. My horse knows what's up. Dude, it's down here. What is this? Redguard Valley Cave. Dude. How do you... Absolute craziness. How much there is to do. This is whoa, buddy. Like this little stable down here. What's going on here? Howdy, folks.
What is it now?
Bastante.
What?
What's up? Any rumors?
The lowlands of the Great Forest rise to the upland plateau of the Colovian West.
Okay. Thank you. I guess.
Take care.
Hello.
You there.
Go ahead, please.
Anything? You ever heard anything about the prophet?
By all accounts, he preaches that the attack on Anvil Chapel is an omen of some kind of coming doom. You should go to Anvil and hear him for yourself, if you're interested. They say he preaches outside the chapel every day, rain or shine. Goodbye.
Does he ever? All right. Can I go sleep in your bed? Cool that? Nope. How about over here? How about this little place over here, the little Brindle home? Huh? A little Airbnb action over here? Oh. Come on. Where's the guy supposed to sleep? How about this quaint little place? Ellis Patelis. Ellis Patelius. Can I crawl in bed with you, bud? Hey, wake up.
I would prefer you leave, friend. Please.
Is that right? Any rumors?
Try combining aloe vera leaves with some venison. It's said to have some restorative properties.
Thanks, man. Woke you up
Just
for that.
leave me, please.
Ugh. Hello, stranger. I'm worried you might rob me. Aloe vera tastes really good on venison. Don't hurt me. I'm running farther and farther away from my horse, which is a really stupid idea, too. I guess let's just keep... Well, nighttime trek. Like these random imps. I've recovered a sprig of ninroot, a plant ingredient that's unusual. This unusual must have value. Perhaps I should bring it to an alchemist and find out a little more about it. An alchemist can be found in almost every city in Cyrodiil. Oh, interesting. Grab a couple. They make noise. Oh, look at this big ass. Oh, that's Skingrad. Castle Skingrad. Oh. When in Skingrad, right? Oh, it was like 20-point buck. Follow the deer to Castle Skin. Hopefully you don't run into a bear along. Wow, this place is huge. Whoa-wee. Hogwarts. Wow. Holy hell. Two Sisters Lodge. Whoa.
I'm Mont Remogok, proprietor of Two Sisters Lodge. My sister and I own the place. Two sisters, see? Need a bed? Good food?
Yeah, I need a bed.
You need some place to rest? I can rent you a room for the night for 10 gold.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's a good deal.
Okay, then. It's upstairs, the room at the west end of the hall. That's to your right when you come out the door. Enjoy.
Hell yeah. Orcs are great.
Farewell.
I'll ask you about yourself in the morning. Yeah, $10. Plenty of room for me and Brother Martin. Let's have a little rest, huh? Maybe I get the You're a Fellow Orc discount. You've ascended to level 6. Yeah, I have. My beautiful personality. All right. Well, I realized that was a mostly uneventful episode. Beyond just sort of exploring and whacking stuff and reading a few books. I because this is a blind run, I don't know where the analysis bits will be, so, you know. Hopefully the Let's Play version of this is good enough to keep you rolling through these episodes. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch them. I hope that you will continue to watch them. This is going to be a long playthrough, so if this is your daily podcast that you throw on in the background while you're doing work or whatever, I'm happy to keep you company. But thank you very much for the thumbs up. Thank you for the comments. Thanks for sharing my playthroughs with folks. Thanks for watching my other playthroughs. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. If you financially support the stream in any way, thank you for that as well. If you're binging, I'll see you right here in the next episode. I'll try to get some stuff moving with getting Brother Martin passed off. See what happens. If you're waiting for the next episode to get out, we'll get it out as soon as we can. I appreciate you all immensely. You matter, and I'll see you in the next one.